Okay, so here's a random challenge I came up with. Totally original. But we're gonna try to beat some map on hard mode with insta-monkeys only, alright? And what map? Let me see. Alright, you know what? Screw it, we'll do Hedge. But depending on how much progress you've made on this game, it's either this challenge will be very easy, very hard, or outright impossible. So, insta-monkeys only basically means we're not spending any money at all, so... And not using any powers, none of these. Only these. No upgrading, no buying these guys, so we'll leave our panel over here. As you can see, I have a shit ton of insta-monkeys right now. Probably 100 at this point, so we're gonna use some of them. I got a nice 400 ninja over here. This guy looks pretty nice, so we'll drop him right over here. Sure. Yes, a 4th tier ninja that we didn't have to pay money for. Some of these insta-monkeys get really insane, did you know that? Like, I don't have two batshit crazy ones, but definitely quite a few 4th tiers that are really good, like 204 Spike Factory. I used to have a 400 farm, but I use that. But yeah, guys, at least for me, this challenge is going to be basically a cakewalk. Because I guess you can imagine that if you have 100 free towers, of course you're going to be able to beat 80 rounds. Maybe I should have done Impoppable, but that's a bit of a stretch. But the reason it took so long for me to do this, because I had this idea in mind for a very long time. There's a lot of towers that I have that insta-monkeys that can't detect camo unless I get like a village or a submarine. Unfortunately, I don't have the right one for it, so I only have a 302 village. I need a 2nd tier in the middle path, but I don't have that. Submarine, I need a 300 or something like that, but nope. I only have 3 200s. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough to beat all the camo balloons, all the camo rushes. And I think I do. Like, we got 7 ninjas we can still use, alright. Counter espionage, we have 1 of those actually, or 2. Although granted, it's not quite as good as the submarine or the village. Also with camos comes camo lead balloons, oh shit. Do we have a tower for that? Yeah, we have a 023. Oh wait, no, this guy cannot pop leads, no. Yeah, the rule is basically no upgrading. No buying towers on this section at all, to be honest. We're basically rolling with how much insta-monkeys I can go while beating this. Any aces? Well, we have bomber aces. We have a ground 0 actually, and I might need to drop that for 78. I guess while we're doing this, it's also a good gauge to see how much money do we actually get from beating 80 rounds. Like, without doing anything else, because I'm probably not going to place farms. I mean, there's really no use in placing farms in this challenge. If, of course, you're not going to use your money at all. Oh, lead balloons. Shit. Slow down the game. Forgot about the lead balloons. Let's drop a quick 400. I did not realize round 28 came that quickly. Crossbow. Okay, that was a bit of panic. That's what I get for not paying attention and just staring at awe of all my OP insta-monkeys over here. We got a huge catalog of towers actually of instas that we can use. Now, I don't want to blow all of them right now, okay? I want to be a little conservative. Don't want to drop all 100 insta-monkeys right now. Although I could if I would. I almost never use insta-monkeys in real games because, of course, nobody likes cheating, quote-unquote cheating. I'm sure you all like to see me beat games legit. So this will be the exception, I guess. I think we're gonna need a 040 just in case. A ground 0. Like, I'm kind of paranoid that 78 will still kill us, even though we have like a bunch of ninjas and all that. I think the 040 ace would be a pretty good backup. Like, think of it as an emergency button, if you will. If we get in trouble, just drop this guy's ability and we're good to go. Best way to get good insta-monkeys is every time you do a daily challenge, it gets you to 60 or 80, yeah. That's one way to do it if, say for example, you are lazy and don't want to start a new game from scratch. Now, that said, a good question to ask yourself is, if you really want to grind insta-monkeys, if for some reason you want to get a nice catalog of insta-monkeys like I do, or like I used to, it's probably going to get depleted right now. In fact, let me deplete it even more with 320. We need all the camo popping power that we got. So, if you didn't know, you get an insta-monkey every time you beat round 100. And what's the easiest way to get to round 100? Well, probably logs on easy mode and then just go in free play if you really want to do it that way. I don't think the insta-monkey tier depends on what game mode and map you're playing on. At least I don't think there is a preference. Like, depending on how hard the game you beat is, whether or not you get a higher level monkey. I don't know if anyone's done the math on that yet, or the science. Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe deflation mode, yeah. Just so you skip the first 30 rounds, that might be the fastest way to grind. Now again, the reason I went for hard and impoppable is because, of course, 80 rounds versus 100. I don't quite think I have the insta-monkeys that I need right now to beat DDTs, or 100 rounds. I mean, these guys will do jack shit versus camo leads, aka DDTs. They can't damage them at all. Like, I would really have to rely on this guy. Seriously. I have very, very little camo lead popping power. Yeah, we got a 032 Wizard 2. Should I build that? You know what? Yeah, screw it. Let's just deplete our entire catalog of OP insta-monkeys. It's okay, though. I'm hardly going to use insta-monkeys outside of this challenge, to be honest. I think aside from what I'm doing right now, I've only ever used an insta-monkey once. And that, of course, was to build the 400 insta-farm. For the strongest farm challenge, that's what I did. By the way, if anyone's watching this money counter, 53k by round 59. So here's a good gauge to see how much money you'd have, like, overall, if you were to say, not spend any money. Yeah, we better use our insta-monkeys, eh? Probably shouldn't take chances. I mean, we have this glue hose. So I'll drop this guy for 63. Should help versus all those rams, I think. Wouldn't it suck if, say, I lost on this round because I didn't place enough insta-monkeys and I got greedy with saving these guys? I mean, again, there's hardly ever another time where I would actually use these. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. What the hell? What is this? Why is our dart monkey and boomerang down here? Meanwhile, bomb tower is now first. What's going on? Okay, how many insta-monkeys did we use today? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 over here. 12. 15 insta-monkeys we've used, alright? So about 15% of all our insta-monkeys. Granted, generally these are like high tier instas, so there's a lot of low tiers that I have not used yet, like a 002. What else? Yeah, what the hell's going on, guys? All these are down here now. But again, here's a good gauge of how much money you get without spending. So for round 70, you have about 70k to spare. And by round 80, I don't know. We'll see. Seriously though, Ninja Kiwi really has to tell you what insta-monkey you get after round 100. Because right now it's pretty annoying beating 100 rounds and not knowing what you got as a reward. Anyways, 75 is kind of an ass. And it kind of looks like I need more popping power. You know what? Let's use the ground 0 right now. We'll use the glue storm for this round. Regrow farm? Fuck. Do I have to restart this? I do. Okay, well that was kind of random. I'm gonna drop my last heli, or my last razor rotors. I think razor rotors would be good versus these regrows. I mean, they do a lot of damage, right? Okay. That was kind of scary. But yes, we had to place tower number 16. Just to be safe. Anyways, you think we can hit 100k by round 80? Without using any farms? No upgrades, nothing? Not a single dollar, in-game dollar, spent on any of these towers. Hashtag free use. So 99.4, oh shit, we're that close to 100k. I think this is enough to give us $600, right? I mean, it would be pretty sad if a ZOMG did not give us at least 600 bucks at this point in the game. I wonder if the ground 0 actually gives you money from popping it. I could try, but I guess I'll do it once we hit 100k. We're so close. Okay, 100. Use it. Yep, we get money for beating it. So, after 80 rounds, you accrue just a little bit over 100k worth of defense.